Teachly Connect is a platform that uses games to give elementary schools rich formative assessment data and intervention support. We offer schools a meaningful way to integrate math apps into the classroom. Here's how it works. Once an iPad is all set up with the Teachly apps, partner apps, and the Teachly Connect app, the teacher is ready to log into her devices. The teacher logs into the Teachly Connect app one time on each device. She doesn't need to log into each individual Teachly or partner app. The app then checks to see who will be using the device. On devices students use, all teacher content will be password protected. On the teacher device, student data is password protected, but other resources are available. To make the process of logging into the Teachly Connect app on each device easier for teachers who have a stack of 25 iPads, we created a code generator within the Teachly Connect app so teachers can quickly enter the given code rather than having to enter her email and password 25 times. After the teacher has logged into the Teachly Connect app, the Teachly apps and partner apps automatically sync with her account when they're open for the first time. So when a student opens an app to play, she can find her name and picture and begin playing where she last left off. The same process would repeat for a Teachly partner app. The student would open the app and press on the change button, for example, in this Jump app, and the app would automatically sync with the teacher's account. The student can simply find his or her picture and start playing where he last left off. The child's picture remains throughout the gameplay in the corner of the app so that a teacher can walk around and make sure that each child is playing on the appropriate profile, and just as a reminder to students to make sure they're on the right profile as well. Teachers find the process to get started with Teachly is easy and intuitive. In fact, 93% of teachers reported that it takes less than 15 minutes to log into all of their devices at the beginning of the year. We never share any personally identifiable data with third parties. Teachly is the sole party to collect, maintain, and use this kind of data. In fact, our system generates a new anonymous student ID for each gameplay session, which prevents third-party partners from tracking anonymous student data in a persistent way. Only Teachly can connect the various game data to a single student profile. We currently have 12 games on our platform, 6 of which are Teachly games and 6 are partner apps, and we're working on integrating 3 other apps onto the platform. Teachers and students love having choices of high-quality games to play. Teachers implement the games in a variety of ways. Some set up a technology center during math rotations, others check out a school iPad cart so that all students can work at the same time, and many others project our apps onto an Apple TV or whiteboard to use them for mini lessons. Now I'll walk you through the Teachly Connect app. On the teacher landing page, you can see which of our apps have been synced with the teacher's account already, and also learn more about other apps on our platform. The teacher dashboard offers many resources for teachers, including student certificates, real-time reporting, lesson plans, and the ability to change app settings for individual students. In our Who's Playing tab, teachers can see which students are playing, how long they've played, and their accuracy in real time. This is a fictitious classroom, but in a real classroom with kids playing in the moment, the green table at the top would help you identify which students might need help in the moment if, say, their accuracy were really low, or if you see they're playing on an app that isn't the right level for them. The purple tab below shows who has gameplay in either the past week or the past month, depending on which view you look at. Again, you can see the app students are playing, what level they're on within each app, the amount of time they've been playing the app, and accuracy. This gives teachers a really nice overview of their classroom, which can help them manage the app use or implementation in the classroom. We've also used the Who's Playing tab to create an administrator view. If the administrator logs in with his or her password, they'll be able to see all of their classroom's gameplay in the past week or the past month. So an administrator looking at this might see that Miss Kim's 4th grade has about 27 hours of gameplay this week, with most students scoring high accuracy on fractions and Mount Multiplis. This shows that Miss Kim has had a successful implementation and may be a great mentor for others in the school. Our benchmark reports give teachers more detailed information about student progress. They can see how their class is doing on each benchmark subskill within a domain. You can see that as teachers tap on each subskill, the column groups students by abilities, which makes it easy for teachers to group their students in flexible groupings based on the skill they need. We also provide an appropriate lesson plan that is ideal for those students who are struggling or still working on a particular subskill under the Teach This banner, which can easily be printed by teachers. In addition to the lesson plan, we've added practice sheets recently that can be downloaded and printed for students to work on in school or at home as an extension of their gameplay experience to reinforce the skills that they're learning. Another exciting feature we've developed with this grant is the ability to modify the gameplay students see in their apps through the Teachly Connect dashboard. Within app settings, teachers can further customize our games to meet the needs of their students. Teachers can change the entire class's settings if they want to. For instance, if they want to turn off the speed round and Atomos and Subtractomos for their entire kindergarten class in the fall. Or they can modify individual students or a group's settings. Here's another example. Let's say you're a first grade teacher, your students are using jump numbers, and you've already set the entire class to be practicing counting by 5s and 10s within the app. But you know that Angel has already mastered 5s and 10s and he's ready to count by 2s and 4s. You can customize his profile separately so that when he opens the app, he's going to see problems where he's counting by 2s and 4s, while the rest of his class will see problems where they're counting by 5s and 10s. Student certificates are another way for teachers and students to keep track of and celebrate student achievement. Within the dashboard, teachers can see which students have earned certificates for different milestones. For instance, multiplication fluency with factors near 10 or 5. They can also see which certificates are new, so they can print these for students. Certificates serve as another way for teachers to keep track of which students need to spend more time on particular apps, if, for instance, they're behind their peers in achieving certificates. Teachers frequently report how motivating our certificates are for their students. You can see here this drawing a student made thanking her school for giving her Teachly. Within the dashboard, we also have many more resources that can support teachers' use of Teachly in the classroom. For instance, we offer tips and tricks for teachers to be able to see, based on their specific grade level, which apps we recommend they play and which app settings they might want to consider for each app. Within the dashboard, we also have a resources section where teachers can find a range of things that can help them out in the classroom. For example, sample lesson videos of different teachers or researchers showing different ways to teach and introduce strategies from our apps. We have different goal setting sheets based on the content area teachers are using that they can work with students to complete to set goals for their students. We also provide lots of extra word problems and challenge problems and practice problems within our resources. We constantly hear from teachers about how much their students love Teachly and how useful Teachly is for helping them differentiate instruction.